I sent 1,400 messages before I figured this out. 1,400. For the first 6 months, I couldn't sell anything, not because I was bad in writing, not because my offer sucked, but because I was making 4 mistakes that killed my outreach before anyone even read it. And here's what is crazy. Almost everyone who is doing outreach right now are making these exact same mistakes. And once I fixed them, everything changed. I'm sending 100 messages and booking 10 meetings. And I'm about to show you exactly what they are. So look, here's the thing. There are 4 invisible mistakes that are happening in your outreach right now. 4 things that are killing your response rate before anyone even reads it. And the worst part, you don't even know you are making them. I've analyzed thousands of LinkedIn messages, cold emails, DM campaigns across thousands of industries. Almost everyone is making these exact same mistakes, which means you are not competing against one person in the inbox. You are competing against everyone who sounds exactly like you. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you all 4 mistakes, and more importantly, I'm going to show you exactly how to fix them. Because once you do, you know your entire outreach game will change. By the way, I have created a new training explaining how to add 100K to your pipeline within 100 days. Check the link below. All right, so mistake number 1, and this one, the one that killed me for 6 months straight. Your message is not connecting. I don't mean this badly written. I mean it's not speaking to your prospects, to their actual word. So here's what most people do. They sit down, they look at someone's LinkedIn profile for maybe 12 minutes, right? Then they see, okay, this is a founder, they are in SaaS, they have 20 employees, and they think that's research. That's not research, that's surface level stalking. Real research means you understand who the players in the market are, what they are offering, how sophisticated market is. You know your persona inside out, what their actual pains and what their desires are, and what are their worries. Like what pushes them to finally take the action. Is it fear of competitors pulling ahead? Is it pressure from their board, a deadline they're missing? And what pulls them toward a solution? More revenue, more time, looking for like a hero to their team. You need to know why they are stuck, not just that they are stuck. Here's what I mean by deep research. I spent 2 hours analyzing the last 6 months of posts from people in one industry. I read their company blogs. I looked at their competitors' messagings. You know what I found? They all sounded exactly the same. They all had exact similar offers, and they all thought they had a unique offer because they never did the market research to see what else was out there. That's the thing right there. When you understand their world at this level, your message doesn't sound like everyone else. Let me give you an example. Everyone reaching out to B2B founders says, we help B2B companies generate qualified leads. But when you do the research, you say, so you just hired 3 sales reps. That usually means lead flow is about to become your number 1 problem. We help companies at your stage prevent that bottleneck before it kills Q4. You see the difference? One is generic, the one shows that actually I understand their world. Be honest, when is the last time you spend more time researching what writing your message? Yeah, most people don't do. Look, I'm going to be real with you. For 6 months, I couldn't sell anything. 6 months. I was sending message after message and just nothing. And I thought I was doing everything right. I had a decent offer, I could write, I was putting in the work. But when my mentor told me something that changed everything, he said, stop thinking about what you are selling them. Start thinking about the outcome that they get once they have your offer, your product. Think about the value they are getting compared to the money. And that's what I realized. I was not invisible because my writing was bad. I was invisible because my message was not exciting people to say yes. I was sounding like everyone else because I didn't understand their world deeply enough. That was the day everything changed. So when I tell you it's not about the message, I wasted 6 months and 1,400 messages learning that the hard way. But here's the thing that gets worse. Even if you understand their world perfectly, there is a 1-second mistake that makes you blend in. Okay, so mistake number 2. Your offer sounds like everyone else and you have no idea about that. So here's what blows my mind. I talk to people every week who tell me we have a good offer, but no one replies back. And when I ask them, have you looked at what your competitors are saying? They say, oh no, like you think your offer is unique, but you have never ever even looked at what else is in your prospect's inbox. Do you know how many people are reaching out to them selling the same solution you are? Because your prospect does. They see all of them, every single day. And when your message lands, they are not comparing it to nothing. They are comparing it to 15 other messages they got what week saying basically the same thing. So most people don't do competitive research. They don't know what offer exists out there. They don't know what their competitors are promising. And so they accidentally use the same hooks, the same angles, and the same positioning as 5 other people. And then they wonder why no one responds. Your offer needs to be positioned differently from the start. Not just what you do, but how you talk about it. Before having a generic offer sound similar to everyone else, after having an offer that gives people confidence, that makes them desire the outcome. That's the next level for sure. Instead of saying, we help you scale your agency, which is what everyone else says, say, we help agency owners add 250K in the next 6 months without hiring more people or working on the weekends. See, the same outcome category, but you are speaking to a specific pains and desires. Or instead of, we help coaches to get more clients, try, we help coaches who are tired of referrals book 15 to 20 high-ticket appointments every week on autopilot. That is specific. That's different. That's what breaks through the noise. But you can't do this if you don't know what else is out there. You have to research your competition. You have to see what they are promising, and then you position yourself differently, not by lying, but speaking to the parts of their problem not addressing. Real talk. When is the last time you analyzed what your competitors are actually saying in their outreach? Not their website, not their ads, their actual messages. Drop guilty in the comments if you have never done this, because like most people haven't. Alright, so you understand their world and you know how to position your offer differently. But here's the third mistake that's even more expensive. And this one costs you time, money, opportunities you will never ever get back, because the most people are just winging it. Okay, so mistake number 3. This one is biggest ones. You are not following a proven roadmap. So let me tell you about a client of mine. His name is Ruzbek. When he came to me, he had been trying to make outbound work for months. He didn't believe it would work for him at all. He was doing what most people do. Write message, send it, doesn't work. Try another message, that doesn't work either. Change the offer, then change the audience, then go back to the message. Just trial and error over and over. Burning through the cash, losing opportunities, getting more and more frustrated. So we started fixing those 4 things, all 4 of them. We did the deep research, we positioned his offer, we gave him a proven roadmap, we fixed his targeting. Within a few months, he was booking 15 to 20 appointments every single week. For a 6-figure offer, he made $500,000. Same person, same offer category, same market. The only difference, he stopped winging it and started following a system that actually works. Here's the truth. So there are people who are already figured this out. They have already made all these mistakes. They have already tested that works and what doesn't. They have built the frameworks, the roadmaps, the systems. They are using them to get results while everyone else is still guessing. You know that the number one thing, trial and error, people skip? They write their messaging before they define an irresistible offer. They jump straight to what should I say before they figure out what am I actually offering that makes someone want to say yes. That's backwards. Look, I get it. You want to be creative. You want to do it your way. But success requires the proven systems. The people who are getting meetings, closing deals, building businesses, they are following the proven roadmaps. Not because they are copying, but because they are smart enough to learn from that already works. So here's what a proven roadmap gives you. You know exactly what to do first, second, and third. You know what offer structure works. You know what messages to test. You know what follow-up sequences to use. You are not guessing. You are executing. While everyone else is burning through their budget, trying to figure it out, you are getting the real results. I tracked my own results and dozens of clients over the last year. People who tried to figure it out themselves with trial and error. They set an average 340 messages to book 10 appointments. But people who followed a proven framework, they sent 100 messages to book 10 meetings. Same industries, same offers. The only difference was one group followed a proven roadmap. So yeah, this is not about creativity. It's about being smart enough to use what works. So type roadmap in the comments if you are done winging it and ready to follow what actually works. Alright, so you are understanding their world. You are positioning your offer differently. You are following a proven roadmap, but there is only one more mistake that is killing everything. This one is about who you are talking to. Because if you are talking to the wrong people, nothing else matters. So mistake number 4 is the one that makes everything else pointless. You are targeting the wrong people. You want to know the funniest, worst example I have ever seen? Someone offering a cloud infrastructure solution to a coach who was just starting out. Like, this coach is making maybe 5K a month and someone pitching them enterprise level cloud solutions. That's not a messaging problem. That's a targeting problem. You could have the perfect message. You could have the most unique offer on the planet. You could follow every proven framework that exists. But if you are talking to people who can't afford what you are selling, or people who don't even know they have the problem, you are wasting your time. So most people target the wrong audience in one of two ways. Number one, they target people who can't afford their solution. Like, they are reaching out to startups when they are selling a 50K service. They are reaching out to solopreneurs when they need enterprise budgets. And then they wonder why no one is buying. It's not what the offer is bad. It's what person literally doesn't have money. Number two, they target people who are unaware. They are reaching out to people who don't even know they have a problem yet. And here's what happens. They are talking to them like they are a solution aware, but the person has no idea that they even talking about. You are trying to educate someone from zero while also trying to sell them. That's two jobs at once, and it rarely works in cold outreach. So here's what you need to understand. There are different levels of awareness. Unaware, they don't know they have a problem. Problem aware, they know they have a problem, but they don't know solutions exist. Solution aware, they know solutions exist and they're actively looking to solve it. If you're doing cold outreach, you want to target people who are solution aware, people who know they have the problem, people who are actively looking for a solution, people who can afford to pay for it. Because these people are already buying mode. They are already comparing options. They are already ready to make a decision. Your job is not to convince them they have a problem. Your job is to show them why your solution is the right one. So how do you find these people? Look for people who are already buying similar solution. Look for people who are already engaging with content about the problem. Look for people who have the budget authority to make the decision. Look for people who are in a position where solving this problem is urgent. I mean, when you target the right people, everything else gets easier. Your message connects because they are already thinking about this. Your offer stands out because they are actively comparing options. Your roadmap works because they are ready to take the action. But if you're targeting the wrong people, none of them will matter. Be real with yourself for a second. Are you targeting people who can actually afford what they are selling? Are you targeting people who are actively looking for a solution? Or are you just hoping someone will magically want what you have? By the way, drop target in the comments if you want to know how to fix your audience. All right, so let's bring this all together, because now you know the 4 reasons why your outreach is not working. And more importantly, you know exactly how to fix them. So here's what you now understand. Your outreach is not failing because your message. It's failing because of 4 things that happen before the message. Number 1, your message is not connecting because you don't understand their world deeply enough. You are doing 12 minutes of surface level research when you need to understand what pushes them, what pulls them, why they are stuck. Number 2, your offer sounds like everyone else because you haven't researched what else is out there. You think you are unique, but you are using the same language as your competitors because you never ever even realized the competition. Number 3, you are going through trial and error. Instead of following a proven roadmap, you are wasting time, money, opportunities, while others are getting results with proven systems. Like Bumpy, 15-20 appointments a week, $500,000 closed in deals, because he stopped winging it. And number 4, you are targeting the wrong people, people who can't afford it, people who are not aware, people who are not ready to buy. But now you know where the real work is. And here's what nobody tells you. Once you see this, you can't unsee it. Every message you see from someone else, you will immediately know if they did the work or not. You will spot the surface level research, the generic positioning, lack of a system, the wrong audience. You won't be someone who just sends outreach anymore. You will be someone who understands the game at completely different level, because you are not just learning tactics, you are learning to think differently than 99% of people ever will. So here's what really matters. If you don't fix this, in 6 months, you will have fewer clients, more stress, no real growth. You will keep hearing people say outbound is dead and that the market is too competitive. You will miss out on opportunities that actually exist right now. But if you do fix this, using this framework, in 6 months, you could double or even triple your revenue at 250K, 500K or more, like my clients Ricardo and Roosbeck did. This is the thing. That's what's possible when you stop competing with almost everyone and start doing actually what works. Here's what I need you to do. So I'm filming the next video right now, and this is gonna break down the pipeline vs flywheel strategy. Here's why this matters. Most people think about client acquisition like a pipeline. You start, you finish, it's gone. But with the flywheel strategy, you can literally close anyone you target. It's only a matter of time, and you do this with less effort, not more. That video is the natural next step after fixing these 4 mistakes. So hit the subscribe button so you don't miss that video, and see you next time.